Hello, hello, hello. Welcome along. Let me just set this down straight. Hello, guys. How you doing? Hope you enjoyed that little intro. So excited to have Captain Kirk on tonight. And hi, Beth. Welcome along. Also, big shout out to Tracy. Hi, Tracy. I see Captain Kirk and Tracy are there. I was doing a quick share, guys. Oh, there you are. I've just put the link in for you, brother. If you want to join, whenever you're ready, it's there. As soon as you join, it should be there somewhere. It's in the. It's about. I tagged you in it. Link onto that, then I'll take it out of the chat, and then we can get on with this. I'm so excited. By the way, we're live on D Live and Twitch and Facebook and other galaxies, man. We're live all over the place, man. We're a little bit behind, but hi everyone. I have to say hi everyone to them all. Don't know why. Have you got the link there, bro? Let me see if I can get. Oh, you got it. Cool. Let me make sure that the sound's okay and we're all good. I'm going to do the chat overlay so people can see what you are saying while we're talking as well. Let's get it on. There we go.
Can you hear me all right?
Captain Kirk, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
How are you, sir?
It is actually nice here. I took my shirt off, so hope no offense. No, don't get scared, right? It is hot. I'm actually, but it is nice. It's like 76 degrees today. We got some overcast, but it is awesome. I'm telling you, my friend.
Beautiful. And how was your season's holidays? How was that where you are?
In San Diego, well, it was I went up to Pasadena to see it was called the Rose Bowl Parade. I don't know if you ever heard about it. It's actually broadcast international. You heard about the Rose Bowl Parade they have in Pasadena?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it before.
Oh gosh, bro! So I went up there and it was awesome. So that's how I spent the New Year's. Long story. My Suburban got towed because police accidentally towed it. Accidentally. So I spent. So I rang in the New Year trying to find my Suburban, which is my home. So I was scared out of my mind. Where's my home? And so I spent about between 10 o'clock and 2 in the morning. I finally got a hold of my vehicle. The police didn't charge me for towing. They apologized. And all this other stuff, but yeah, so that was my New Year's. But wow. I got to go to Pasadena Rose Bowl Parade the next day, and it was awesome. But it was just amazing.
Wow!
And yeah, so that that's a bucket list for people. I'm not kidding you. It was so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And how long were you there for? Just the one day?
Well, I stayed there for about 3 or 4 days, and then I came back to San Diego. Nice. Yeah, but it's kind of chilly up there because I slept in my vehicle and when I was in Pasadena. So, it's dropping about 45, 50 degrees at night, but still not that bad. It's not like, originally from Colorado, you'll freeze your rear end off. Oh, my gosh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
Where are you situated right now? You're in
where
are you?
Well, right now, I'm actually it's called Laws Beach. I don't know if you can see that.
I'll give you the full screen there so you can.
Well, I don't know if it's blurred, but right here is Laws Beach. Just down the road. I parked off here and, but actually, I'm staying at a Jewish mission here in town. So I'm going to let you look at that instead of my stupid bare naked chest. How's that?
It's okay. The women won't mind. The women won't mind. They come.
Well, I don't know. See, because okay. So anyway, this world. That's what's really interesting about this world. This world has gotten so weird that with this new people that if you don't wear a shirt, even if people get offense by it, I mean, even guys have yelled at me, say, "Hey, put your damn shirt on." I'm like, really? I grew up wearing a shirt in Colorado. So, the thing is that they've been programmed to complain and whine about anything. Now, see, the thing is, now you got me on a rant there, bud. But hey, the thing is, well, okay, this is the thing is, by nature, we're born naked and stuff like that. It's mankind and ladykind that have made it turn into a sexual thing when we see breast or ding dongs and stuff like that, because seriously it is, because Native Americans never thought it in a sexual sense. In Africa, they don't see it that way, right? When a guy looks at a lady in Africa, the tribes, they see it as more of a food, a breastfeeding thing for the children. They don't sit there and their tongue drops out of their mouth and see how they can program you to be sexual. Isn't that amazing?
Everything's everything is sexualized.
What's that?
Everything is sexualized in this world, isn't it? In a way.
It is. Yeah. Did you? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you.
Sorry, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You nailed on the head, because the way you just said that is that even automobiles in the 50s and 60s had the big bumpers, and they said it's to represent the a lady's you know, her
The buttocks.
breasts. Yeah,
Breast. Oh, headlights for breasts, and then big bumpers for buttocks and stuff like that.
exactly.
And then also when you own the car, you know, everyone that owns a car, it'll be a girl or a boy. It'll be, come on, I know my granddad called his first car Betsy, and then he think he had a car
That's it.
called yeah. Then he had a car called Mike. You know, then he had a car called, I don't know what it was. I think it was Bastard, because he was like, this bastard won't work. So I don't know what he called that one, but you know, they do. It's a programming thing. It's weird.
It's a programming thing. But it's amazing that it gets, you know, the thing is, it gets to your subconscious, because, you know, it's not just at the conscious level, it's the subconscious, because guys, when they see like a gal in a bathing suit with just a little showing, you know, they subconsciously, oh, wow, look at that, right? So they program it in at the subconscious level. It's just amazing. That's how good this programming is, like you said.
But once
you know what I
you
mean?
see the programming, you know, once you can see it as a program and sort of be aware and use that, what would you call, what is it, free will? When you have free will and being able to
free will.
Look away and realize, I used to call them flesh demons. So when you had a flesh demon, you'd look at flesh, or you'd look at, you know, a woman.
Flesh demons.
A perfect figure of a woman. You go, oh, wow. You know, and you realize that it is a flesh demon. Then you have other demons that play on other bits and pieces and stuff like that. But you know, it is what it is. That's life, and
I know, it's crazy, right?
You get to take the good with the bad.
Well, and see, the thing is, they program me in through the commercials to be the sexual thing, the radio, the music. You know, it's like every song on the radio. Turn on right now. It's about love, not you know, which is okay. And I'm not to say we're trying to destroy romance and that loveness, but even the music is, you know, it's all about reminding you, hey, you know, get that lady, get that guy, have desire, lust, destroy your heart. You know what I mean? See, so it's maybe over and over again. When you hear a song just about general love, like, you know, like this Seagull, about love for animals, right?
Okay.
Just general love, right?
Yeah.
You don't hear them.
Oh, look at that, man. That's the
you know?
Let me give you that view there. Let me just give you the full screen. So
okay, so here's the view. I don't know how you can see it. Can you see it all right?
Oh, yeah, I can see it, man. It looks lovely.
So this is a great spot, Laws Beach, because what you have here is they have grass so you don't get sand on you right here. And I hope I'm holding this right, because I can't see what you're seeing. And then you can just sit here and watch the whole ocean front. Wow. And nice. Yeah, see, I'll try to do it slower. You watch the whole ocean front from up here.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it had an awesome sunset last night. It had this red flame coming across the clouds and everything like that. So, yeah, it's a nice area.
Nice.
And it's about 75 degrees. It's perfect. It's a little hazy today, though, which is kind of sucks. But other than that, it's kind of cool.
It is what it is. You know, you take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad. You know, it's lovely, man. It's really nice. Really nice. Oh, shit. What happened there? What happened? His signal must have went. Uh-oh. We've lost hello, Dean. I think his signal might have went. It's still on the screen, but I can't. Oh, here we go. We're back. Why do we have tree here now? How do I get rid of that one? Why do I have tree?
What's that? What do you got going on?
I have another screen here above you that's no longer you, and I've got the live one now, but I can't get rid of that one. How do I get rid of that screen?
What? Oh no!
I've got 3 screens, man. Oh,
yeah, tree screen.
Tree screens. Oh, he's in one of them ones over there, guys. The top one's frozen. I don't know how to get rid of this other screen. How do we get rid of that? I don't know how to do that. Anyway, so you're still there anyway. You're still in the beach. Yeah,
I'm still at the beach. So I'm just gonna sit here and let you guys watch the beach, like I said, instead of just looking at my face, which doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But knowing that maybe something to enjoy by just. But okay. So what topic do you want to cover? Because I've done a lot of decoding and things like this. I mean, I don't know, because I can go really deep, or we just want to talk about some general stuff. Because like even last night, I was doing some more, some recent stuff about some more decoding. But we got some great ones out there. You know, we got Matt with quantum consciousness. We've got then we got the Mandela Effector community, but they just keep focusing on exposing Mandela effects. Yeah, and we got a guy called Decode Your Reality. Have you heard about Decode Your Reality? He comes from Mexico. Yeah. Okay. Decode Your Reality, he actually breaks things down using the elementary chart. He goes to pi to elementary chart. Blows your mind. Way deep. Okay. And then we got Cauldron Last. He only does a video about once every 6 months. but he's the one that got me on phonics, the things being communicated through our language, through English and stuff. You know, there's a lot that we've been communicated through the Phoenicians and also through phonics.
Okay.
So there's so many different areas. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, you don't have to go that deep. That's the thing is, I wanted to go to all the truths
No,
and all in the rabbit hole. What's that?
let's go as deep as you want, Mo. You know, it's your.
Well, okay.
So you pick a topic.
Now you got to remember, I do not know the complete truth. So just hear what I say and don't believe anybody. And you know, there is a creator. So go to the creator for all these ultimate answers.
Can I just do one thing first? Just because on the screen in front of me, I have 3 screens. Can you look at it? I have 3 screens. Can you jump out and jump back in on a new link? And I'll see if I can set this up. So.
Okay, you want me to jump back and jump back in?
Yeah. Okay. You can do that, and I'll try to get rid of this other screen.
Just post the screen, and then I'll be back. Okay.
Okay. Right. No worries. Okay.
Post it on this you know, a link again in text message.
I will indeed. I'll pop it straight into the. There you go. Now, how do I get rid of this one? Why is that there? I don't even know why that's there. Why is that there? There we go. Now, why is that other one there? It goes, but it's. I really don't know how that's stuck on my computer. It won't drag out. I can't double click it. It won't go. It's just fucking drives you mad. Where the fuck it, man? Right. I really don't know. If anyone can see that, guys, you can see this on the screen. I can't get rid of it. It's just a frozen screen. And we've got someone watching us. I don't see one on my. You don't see one on your end. Okay, it's on my end. See the way I'm on half the screen there. On my screen, this is what I see. This is what I'm seeing. Oh, shit. You can't see it now. Oh, bollocks. Oh, yeah, whatever. It doesn't work now. Where are we going? Put that one up in there. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't even work when that one's gone. Right. Anyway, I'm just making my own head. I can see 2 screens. That's why I'm on one side of the screen. It doesn't matter. We'll continue on as long as you can see him on one side. Everything else is fine. There's the link again. Sorry to cut you short. We're gonna do this topic now. You pick a topic. Go as deep as you want, man. Go as deep as you want. I'll try to keep on topic. You know. I'll be honest with you. There's a link there for you now. Oh, there it is. Just there it is there. I'll be honest, a lot of my time has been focused on music at the moment. So I've been out of the loop a little bit. I have to say I've been lagging off. Right, here we go. Let's go.
Brother.
There we go.
Right.
There we go. That's perfect.
We're back live.
We're back live now. We're back live. God bless you, man. God bless you. Sorry about that.
God bless you.
God
okay.
Bless you.
All right. So the thing is that you know, here's the things I want to describe some of this situation that we're in. Is that you know, I don't want to freak people out. I've talked to some other people about this. We are kind of living in a simulation. I don't want you to freak out about that. It doesn't mean that God ain't real, creator ain't real, and all these things. Okay, we are living in a simulation. We can prove that by physics, by quantum entanglement. We can prove that by the double slit experiment, through all these things. Okay, the only way it can logically work the physics of this world would be if somebody's got like a running a computer and software system, right? So, but don't freak out about that. It doesn't mean because the creator, our God, our creator created this simulation or this environment. You know what I'm saying, right? And so the thing is, and I want to also be clear is that the Lord is real. By the way, the Lord is real, and so is Satan, and so is all these things. Okay, it is real. I've actually talked to the Lord 4 times in my life, only 4. I wasn't on drugs. It wasn't drinking. He spoke to me directly, okay? Remember I told you one time when I called you from Vegas, it had spoken to me, right?
Yeah.
And so I want you to be very clear that the Lord is real, okay? And that's what, you know, see, the thing is, I'm not trying to insult anybody's religion, but it is real that we are under the satanic, it's a Satan versus the Lord system right now, okay? Yeah. You know, there's been many battles in different religions throughout time, but we're under that situation right now, whether you like it or not. Yeah. It's what your God, your creator had scripted. See, that's why it's like scripture in the Bible. It's a script. So we're living under that script right now, scripture. So we kind of got to follow the rules of that Now, I don't like to say Christian because the Christians are even confused, right?
Well,
You weren't supposed to be a Christian.
the word
What's that?
Christian, the word Christian just means followers of Christ. In fairness, people who follow Christ, doesn't it? I don't know. In my own representation of my own head, I suppose that's the way I make it sense. It doesn't mean one religion. It doesn't mean any color. Just be people who believe in God or someone above them. In a way, anyway.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is about a creator, right?
Yeah,
You
creator,
know, because we have the Native American. What's that?
yeah. That's what I was agreeing with you. Sorry, man. Sorry, just a bit.
Oh no. See, because you had the Hopis that were Native American, and they believe the father of all, the father one, and then there's also the Navajos believe the mother of all, or something like this, right? But see, the thing is that you got to realize that you know the Creator, the God, that is the ultimate. The Father in heaven, even the Lord. He prayed to the Father, said, "I love thy Father," and all these things, right? But so you got to realize that is your ultimate goal, is to develop that relationship with our Creator God, and so what I mean, because He sent many messengers, right? He sent many messengers throughout time. It wasn't just the Lord. Even Socrates, He sent Socrates who he believed in God, and Socrates was just a amazing kind of like a prophet for his day, right? And you never heard about Socrates in the Bible, right? See, the problem is that man came along and they used the Bible as a tool to take control of religion. The evil ones did, and they still do it today. So they use the Catholic Church to lure you in and pull you in and give us money, and we got control of the entire religion now, right? There's the issue. There was never supposed to be a religion. Nowhere in the Bible that say you should be a Catholic, a Mormon, a Baptist, a Jehovah's Witness, right? So, and that's not what the Lord's message was. See, and that's how they hijacked it. This reality will hijack everything, right, and try to use it, right?
Yeah.
So, right? But see, the thing is, now that's why I got to be careful, because it is real. The Lord showed me who the Antichrist is, that they're going to try to present in flesh. That comes from the Catholic Church, and I did a video on that out of Flagstaff, right? And I don't know if you've seen that video.
No,
but
sorry, I must have missed that one. Who do you think, if you don't mind saying his name or a name, who do you think?
Well, we don't know his name. He is here, and it was in the predicted program iPad Go 2, and that was one out of the 4 times the Lord talked to me. He said, "Here's the Antichrist's image."
Do you think? Do you think he's human? It's human.
Well, he's going to represent like a human. They got to have somebody who looks kind of fleshly. Yes, right.
I think they're going to go on the whole, let's do a Superman thing, a Superman made in China, if you know what I mean, like a superhero or a savior as such, which could be, as you're saying there, what we're talking about now is presented as, we don't know his name, but sorry, carry on.
Well, we don't know his name. We don't know where he's at. But here's the thing is, the Antichrist system is already here. It's been here a long time, the beast system. Yes. Like, for example, United States of America, you take your social security number, and that's already a number that ties you into the system, right? The people are worshiping the dollar bill. It says, "In God we trust," the dollar bill. It's got the Illuminati on everything like that already, right? So they're already worshiping the dollar. That's already been done, right? So when talking about the Antichrist, the beast system, it's already here. But the Lord told me that, and I show it at iPad Go 2, that nasty cartoonish video that he had predicted the Notre Dame church coming down. That image of that guy is the same one they're going to represent the Antichrist. And he showed me that the Catholic Church, since the 1950s, have oil paintings of a guy that looks exactly the same, and they're going to show him as being the Lord. Now, that's where it gets to be a problem, because he's only going to say he's the Lord. He's going to say he is God, and he is not God. You see? He's going to say here's God in flesh. That's why they sold you the Lord is God thing, because they want you to
beware of false gods.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I don't know his name. I don't know where he's at, and maybe God's got, probably our Creator's got some reason for this, because maybe we'd all hunt him down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well,
I would be different to find out where he was, but I would not do that. See. That's the problem you got to realize. You know how many times I've called governors of this nation about the vaccines and the shots, and I've begged people, and there's a point where we got to give it to them because they have a plan. Now, it doesn't mean we don't try to stop people, help friends in taking these shots and doing this, but they will not return my calls. I've done everything I can, and so here's the thing is, even my YouTube channel, even when I said nothing negative, I get strikes and get smacked. So you got to realize that some of this has to run its course, because some of these, you know what I mean, this world has to get very dark for us to bring it back to light. So does that make sense? I mean, I want out immediately. Show me the damn ladder. I want out of here. It's so filthy.
Well,
I
the
want out.
metaverse is coming. The metaverse, you could jump in there if you want. You know, I was going to talk about that a little bit. You know, that's an escape now for they're going big time on the metaverse. You know, and that'll be an escape from this. And you think the savior will be presented there as well in the metaverse? I don't know how this is going to work.
Well, that's what we don't know, right? We don't know. But see, even Disney's picked on that metaverse now thing. They want to, you know, and Elon Musk, he's already said this. Next year, he's already got a place that they can actually interface to your brain with the chip.
Yeah, the chip. I said that years ago. They're going to stick the chip in the back of your brain, and off you go. You go. And then he owns you. Hi, Singe, man.
Then he owns you.
They own you. They just press that button, and whatever your thoughts are theirs too. You know, because you press that. Who actually reads all that when they say I consent? You know, imagine this.
What's that?
You know, when you buy something and you like even iPhone, right, like that, you always say I consent or whatever to the, you know, the cookies and all that. You're just going to sign the bottom of the fucking the small print. It'll say, by the way, when you purchase this, 95% of your brain will be downloaded to my server, and I will, you know, I could probably be able to command you at will. It's going into sci-fi, which is creepy stuff, all right, you know. But it is.
Well, okay. So, but here's the thing: is that, you know, we don't stress about all these moves. We play the defense and be ready, right? And that's why we have no fear. You know, see, that's the thing, that once I realized that this is in our God and Creator's hands, all my fear went away. And I didn't get that till about a year ago. I was so nervous about things. And, oh my God, you know, and all these things unfolding, right? But see, that's why you bring everything with joy, peace in your heart, and it's all these distractions. You know, hey, you know, somebody, I just got a call earlier, and hey, they ran out of food in Tennessee back east, as people are starving on the shelves. You're going to be starving next. You know, that is something to be concerned of. You take precautions, but, you know, don't worry about those every day. Your Creator will provide for us, and, you know, if He tells us to move, we'll move, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, seriously, you know, and you know, here's the thing, and you can't fear to die, because, you know, and here's the thing is, you know, if you die, man, you got to early exit out of here. You'd have to deal with the rest of the bull crap.
Well, in my experience, it doesn't matter. I just keep coming back here. I don't know why I do that. I just kept on coming back and kept on coming back and kept on coming back, and I'm like, oh, fuck this, man. Well, I don't know if this is my last time round, but I'm enjoying it, whatever it is, because I'm learning so much this time round. So, you know, there's no fear at all. It's just, once you know you're going somewhere better than this, when this is over, just get on with your life, you know? Yeah,
just enjoy it, right?
Yeah, enjoy
yeah, I'm seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's too much fear in the world at the moment. But go ahead.
And just, I'm just saying, the whole system's designed to destroy your spirituality, because, you know, you don't start out first grade, hey, you know, there's a spiritual realm, and, you know, you're going to live forever, and, you know, these things, and, you know, they don't tell you anything about that. They teach you all about fleshly things, right? Well, you know, in your program system, you know, you gotta do good in school and behave, Tommy and Jane, and you'll do your thing, because we're putting your brick in the wall like Pink Floyd, and you know, you're gonna get married someday, and you're gonna get a mortgage, and we're gonna tie a house to make sure you're embedded in the bank forever. See, the mortgage, the house is a product, so we can't just loan you money for free. So we're gonna make you tied into the housing system and destroy you. Oh, you're gonna have to have a car too. So we're gonna get you tied into debt for the rest of your life, so you can't make a move and breathe, be free. See what I'm saying? The whole damn thing is.
And imagine all that was free, and you wouldn't have to worry about having to pay a book. You would we would be thinking about better things than all of this, and our minds would be so much, you know, out there. We'd be inventing other things that would be good, I suppose, rather than thinking.
Oh yes, well, free thought, free body, right?
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, are you still there? What happened?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
yeah. Well, I was going to tell you, like, even free energy, that does exist. Like, even the guy, I don't know if you saw, everybody's making a big stink about it. What you do is kind of cool. He ran a copper wire, ran it up, it was 300 feet, and generated electricity off of it, and it had a little a wheel spinning. Now, I see the same thing. If you that's just one wire. If you ran like 100 of them, my God, you could have the whole radio and playing a guitar and have a whole band out there having fun, right?
Absolutely.
So, but, you know, the thing is, I came with the gyroscopic technology, even in the rivers in Colorado, using the rivers to propel gyroscopic stuff under the riverways, wouldn't bother the fish or anything. But you can't. This system will tie you down and shut your mouth
Niagara
about 10
Falls,
seconds.
Niagara
No, the
Falls is a big power
what's
station, isn't it? Is Niagara Falls a big power station? They use the water to create.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
But see,
go ahead.
well, no, I'm just saying, free energy is there, but you know, they've been controlling it and all these other things too, right?
And make us
Now, see, that's why I make it clear. So we can bitch about these things, right? We can say, well, why didn't they allow this, the evil systems, this and that, and complain all day long? But guess what, brother? You and I wouldn't be here having this conversation if these things hadn't folded. We didn't have that negative and good. See the duality. Because I used to complain about it. I say, God, why did our Creator allow us to do these things? Because He's trying to show us what doesn't work, or you know, the Creator is trying to show us what not to do. So it's a learning. It's like a school. So because I said because He could allow that to occur, right? Your Creator, right? Yeah. So we learn what does it, what not to do, right? See, because and actually there has been, we think that Tartarian society, there's Jared that does a lot of YouTubes on this, that there was that they actually did have free energy. They had like antennas even run their houses that they could have fireplaces that run off the ether and electricity outside of the houses and the churches as well. Now, what happened to that timeline reality? It got blasted for some reason. It was another reset. So we've had multiple resets through history. We think one was maybe about 400 years ago, maybe 1,000. So because our timeline is even messed up. There are people who have taken the dates they gave us, like today's supposed to be 2022, but they done looking at the astrological signs and the Mayan calendars. That date does not align with the astrological signs at all. It doesn't. So there's even 1,000 years missing. There is 1,000 years missing that we don't know what happened those 1,000 years, right?
Well, they're definitely hiding something. They're definitely resetting stuff.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely.
Well, you know, and we know this. But that's okay because we've had all these resets. Now we're ready for the big reset. This one's the big one, right? This one's going to be huge. Never happened in history. It's going to be massive. Yeah, which is it's kind of neat, right? And so we think there was multiple resets because it had to make it align it for this reality, this timeline here, right? So, you know, and that's why, you know, we can complain about it, but we shouldn't because, you know, you and I wouldn't be here and the rest of the brothers and sisters and all of us, we wouldn't be going through this experience. So we got to take it in honor. I mean, you know, I complain a bit a lot. I'm loving the fact that you and I and others get to be an opportunity of a foreverness, that we get to be a part of this. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that just amazing, right?
Yeah.
Think about that. I mean, at the time that this is a big, huge reset, right? There's going to be new Earth. The whole geography is going to change, by the way. It's going to be like something we didn't imagine, right?
Well, it's going to be a singularity moment where it's going to just
singularity.
It's going to go very, very quick. Not as and quicker than I think anything's ever gone before. You know, they used to say that anything that's not thought of now, give it 10 years and it'll be thought about. But now, I think this will be within 2 years. It'll be fucking hell, or even a year. It's going to go fairly quick. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's going to happen very fast. Now.
Yeah. They're going.
That's what I was going to explain to you. So go ahead.
They're going for a quick one this time. They're not going for a 100 years type of thing. They're going for one that's just going to happen like that. Fucking there you go, and it's reset, and we're going to go out and go. Oh, the sky's now green, the floor's blue, and that's no problem. So it was always fucking like that. Let's go to my job. Fuck that shit, man. Does it have to go to that extreme that, you know, people will take notice? But yeah, resets like that, we see them in the Mandela effect all the time, don't we? We see them with.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is, look how fast the Mandela. It happened just overnight, like a snap, and then now it grew to momentum like you never seen. Now it's just massive. It's like, how can you just not see it?
The Mandela effect is the Mandela effect itself. It wasn't.
The effects of Mandela itself. Now here, I want to talk about that a little bit because I'm going to do it from a computer angle, like a software, because I told you it's like a story, okay? And so you have all these timelines, realities that are running. See, I don't think it's just a parallel. I think there was at least nine Earths or 9 timelines of parallel. No, and I don't know for a fact. We guessed maybe in 24 at one time. A NASA buddy and I did Raleigh in Boise, Idaho. But so here's the thing: you got all these timeline realities, and the ones that are further away are slightly different. Now, so if you're going to write the best story, best script, and greatest change to come along, because I used to be a software engineer, like I said, that's exactly what you do. You have certain developers that have a group of them working on a timeline or on a code base. We call it a code base. Then you have the other one working on a code base, and then you'd merge them. But you'd merge them all together. So you'd take the best pieces of each of those timelines. Okay. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a merging of all these histories. That's exactly what you're seeing. We didn't call it. We didn't call it the trunk of a tree, like the tree of life. These are called branches. All these different times were called branches off the tree. So your creator goes in and says, I like what happened in that history and that history and that history. So I'm going to bring those all together and start merging it together. And sometimes that's where you put residue, and sometimes you don't. And this thing we did was called cherry picking, where you would actually go out and say, okay, like let's say that the screen would turn from blue to red for some reason in the software that was running. You'd say, well, I want it to be, we got to get rid of that, but I don't want all those changes that those developers did for a year on that branch of that software develop on. But I got to get it back into this main story software code line that we're doing to release. So I'm going to cherry pick and just grab that screen change and pull it out for those and stick it right in the main code line. See, we're cherry picking. I'm seeing cherry where your creators grab little pieces from different realities, slapping it in there. I'm not kidding you. And
I get you. Tony. There was a theory that I was looking into about a bruised universe where two realities were coming together, and that's what we were seeing. But I think maybe there's more to it than that, in a way.
It's cherry picking as well. Creators picking certain ones and letting others go by. And there is merging of the code line. See, and then we have what's called a merge conflict. So we actually had automated software that if you're bringing two code lines like this, like two realities together, there may be a conflict. Like let's say, you had to change where, let's say one building was in the same spot as another building, okay? And the building that you have to pick one or the other, and say you can't have both buildings at the same time. Choose one. And so we had what's called a code. It wasn't all the time we had what's called a merge conflict. So you'd actually have to have an engineer sit down and say, hey, I need you to look at this change and make sure you're not going to impact anything else, and make sure that building, which one you need to choose, and we're going to go forward with that one. And because we can't have both at the same time. And then choose it.
There's a Statue of Liberty is one of them ones. They must have went, you know what? I don't think you'll notice.
Yeah, exactly.
Statue of Liberty. From Ellis Island to Liberty.
Statue of Liberty is what?
It makes sense in this reality. Let's stick it in there, so we're picking the best bit of that. Yeah, I get.
Yeah, picking the best out of whatever, right?
I get what you're saying. And it mightn't.
So that's what you do. You would pick. But the problem is sometimes when you had a merge conflict, it'd be tied to other things like a street. The street might have to move because you're like, well, if I take this change, that developer didn't realize that there's a pipe that runs under that road. That pipe's going to go to nowhere now. And you're like, well, okay, we'll just let it go to nowhere then. And that may be why there's people that actually said this. They've been driving down a nice, brand new paved highway. I saw this in Phoenix. And I actually, in my GPS, I ran into a damn hill that it was solid pavement black. And also it just went straight into the hill. And I said, oh my God, is this, what do they call it? What they call it? You heard people in YouTube channels call it something in reality, an F up in reality. Or what's the term they said? And I seen this. I mean, I was out on the edge of north of Phoenix. I'm driving down a road, and all of a sudden the road just like goes straight to the hill. And I'm like, what in the hell's going on here? See, it could have been one of those things where the code was merging, the realities are merging, and the road just it goes straight to the damn.
There are people to do, even people saying the post box turn up, even electricity box turn up, or a house would turn up that wasn't there before, and they've walked down that street 1,000 times. And, yeah, so I get the whole it's weird, all right. It's weird.
It's freaky stuff.
Do you think that people that are not wise to it just don't notice whatsoever? They're just walking around. What are they thinking about? My job, my bills, having to get the money to pay the bill, having to get the electricity, as we were talking about now, because that's a worry as we all took it. If we didn't have them, we'd be thinking about other things. We go around thinking about other things all the time, which is great. So go ahead, it's making sense. I'm hearing what you're saying, all right. It's making a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, that may be why, because so but see, it's a good thing too because we're still here and we have our anchor memory. These other people don't. Mm-hmm. So whatever reality we've been moving in and out of, the good thing is that you still have your anchor memory, and that's a blessing right there. Because I mean, I've had friends, they'll take that download immediately. They're like, "Well, it's always been that way, Kirk." Yeah. Like, what? Yeah. Are you kidding me? We know that one, right?
Yeah.
So, Now that's where because so I mean that happens all the time. So and the thing is, I don't even argue with them anymore. If they can't see it, you just let it go. I mean,
Yeah,
some people like Evenly and these others, he gets angry about it when other people don't see it. You just don't. You just let it go because it doesn't mean you shouldn't try to wake people up, but you don't just sit there and argue and fight over it.
I used to do I used to Mandela smack people, and doing the one where they would agree with you till they given the other option, like okay, so I done a few priests. That sounds bad. I approached a few priests and I said to them at the line of the lamb, and they agreed with the line of the lamb. And then when they read out scripture, they just they got the download.
Yeah.
They went bad, if you know what I mean. They went completely, oh, fuck you, you're wrong. Well, not fuck you, but that's wrong. It means this or it means that. And I see that a lot. I see that a lot with people. The mirror one, magic mirror one, and all them kind of ones.
Yeah.
We went and try to do that. I used to just summarize 3 times. If they say yes and they say no straight away, they get down. I'll try 3 times to go, are you sure you just said this? And then just walk away. Just walk away,
Yeah, that's it. Just walk away. Don't waste your time, Now, that's it. I do want to get on the top a little bit, but you got to be careful because I don't want to hurt people's feelings and stuff like that about not people on this call, but we do have what's called NPCs, agents, non-player characters, soulless ones, blah, 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 okay? That took me hard to swallow because when I first came across that one, I said, no, man, don't tell me this ain't true. Well, anyway, and they are demonically possessed. What do you want to say? Whatever, the one calls them human prison bars.
Blank.
And that's human prison bars. He said they'll try to keep us here in prison, bud.
Yeah. Hurting us around. Like fucking sheep.
They take a download immediately, and they but here's the thing: is that we don't want to insult them. Treat them just like normal. Treat them just like they're a human being, have a soul. Don't insult them, and don't say bad things. And I've done that. People see my YouTube channels because I get frustrated. I've called them out. So you're just nothing but an NPC, and I apologize because they did attack you, and they target you, they entice you, they'll do all this crap, and you can't stand it, right? But but the reality is, so that's why it's crazy that all these messages about that. Even Hopi and Native Americans said at the end of times, because they talked about this in prophecies. They talked about there be a soulless ones walking the earth, even the Hopis. Now, and there is some small Christian scripture supports that. Roseanne Barr even talks about it, which is amazing.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of them out there that some are awake and they understand that we are dealing with these people. But and it's sad. But the thing is that they're here. They're like background characters. They're here to help. Send us messages. They're here to, be more patient, kind, humble, and just deal with evil. They are. So, you almost got to thank them for that. It sounds weird, but it's true. And they're the ones out there taking the vaccine shot immediately. They're lining up. Hey, man, have you got your vaccine shot? The Karens and Kens.
Have you got this?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's another thing that really sad because I have this Christian buddy that's been staying with me at the Jewish mission here. Great Christian, great solid guy. And I begged and pleaded not to get the booster shot. And he went in yesterday. Guess what? Today he is sick out of his mind. He said, I don't feel right. I have thinking issues. I have depression. And I told him, I said, don't take. Well, he said, man, I'm never taking another one again. Well, here's the thing: is failure to listen to you, me, or others. I'm not saying we're special, but we are. God and the Holy Spirit has given us wisdom. Yeah. If you do not listen to us, it will be death. They got to start listening to you, me, and others, because they better start damn listening. Because if you don't, you're going to die. I'm seriously.
People like to learn their own lessons, and that's the way we've all, we've gone up. But at this time right now, learning your own lesson right now could be death or life or death situation. If you learn your lesson
exactly
and die, that's it. You're gone. You're just dead. You're gone.
You're gone.
What do you call it? Food, whatever it is. It's just food for them. You just food, cod food, or whatever the fuck the name of that phrase is. But that's what you are. You're just gone. So don't take a chance with that, man. That's I don't anyway. That's my own thing. I haven't done it,
and they're not going to let this up. They're going to run through every Greek alphabet. They're going to have the Zebra Dawn, the Zakokon, and they're going to keep the masks on. And they're going to push the pressure on these people all the way.
Isn't it seems to be you know, if you look into sort of different bits and pieces throughout history, it seems to be almost a sacrificial thing that we're doing. We're sacrificing all these
Well,
people who were dying straight away to a certain person who they, well, let's say his name, to a certain person who seems to be taking all these dead souls and building up his army, if you want to talk about that like that. Because there seems to be certain times of the month that when people die, it's a sacrificial, you know, between on Easter weekend or something like that, or you know, the people who stand around the woods and sacrifice people.
yeah. Well,
Go
exactly.
Ahead. Yeah. That's
No,
what
you
it
know,
seems to be.
we do know. Here's the thing: is that here's the thing that you got to understand is astrology. Okay, we know that astrology can be very evil. Now, in the sense that God actually, the stars and the alignments, He said, always look at the stars for it. That is the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what you said is exactly because I just talked to Raleigh and also the guy in Nashville, Tennessee. These are brothers. They're very smart. About they're solid. Okay, well, wait. Both of them had confirmed to me that what you have happening right now is that right now, just today, there's some kind of alignment between, trying to remember the details of Mercury and Saturn that just occurred, okay?
Yeah.
And these evil ones, these puppets, whatever you want to call them, the evil ones that are controlling this world, this earth, they're trying to control this, they are all into this astrology stuff. So we've got a Mercury and Saturn alignment. It goes all the way up to Groundhog Day. So, and they're going to try to make probably some kind of evil move all the way from here to Groundhog Day, which is February 1st, okay? So, now, something big happened on Groundhog Day, don't know, but we're expecting something big to come along because when this virus is last 2020, the virus, when it's now Stephen Raleigh had picked it up astrologically that between January and March that they're making a move because there's some major alignment at that same time as well. So they like to do these things on big astrological signs.
Yeah.
So they're probably out there with their pants over their heads, burning,
running around the woods. Yeah, exactly.
Burning some kind of crap, in the forest and then praying, and they're not going to
shagging squirrels
right now to do stuff.
Shagging squirrels in wood,
right?
Standing around in circles, shagging squirrels. Doing the rain dance or something like that. Sacrificial.
Yeah, some kind of weird crap or blood sacrifice, some kind of sick crap.
And that's between certain dates. Like that's why when you look at this, I kind of finding that the foundation that is they turn CERN on at certain times of the year, or they say they do. And that's when, if you look at astrological, when certain planets are in line, because apparently CERN can bounce off one and go off to another one. But I don't think that's whatever it is. But certain times of the year, they always turn it on. So certain times of the year, you'll see the death toll will go up. And then
down, exactly, right.
They'll introduce a new vaccine and the death toll will go up. And that's like the first of the month or the last of the month or the middle of the month or whatever. And that seems to be, as you say, like, maybe on Groundhog Day it might be a drop or a higher. I don't know, but
there's something that
it seems to be playing with the death total all the way over, and it seems to be in structures throughout months, and as you say, tied to certain days, and them days are tied to astrological events. But people don't, if you don't know, you don't know. I suppose, don't you? If you're not
well, that's the thing. Yeah. Well, see, like right now, they said Mercury is doing, it's called something, it's not retrograde, it's doing a retrograde right now where it's actually, it only happens like every 3 months. And Mercury is doing this little like spinning rotation that around its rotation that only happens every 3 months. So right now, they're going to probably do the little witchery do craft, you know what I mean? But here's the thing is, that I do think it's important that we pay attention to, to learn, that we learn how, I don't like the stuff they do, but learn how, that they're using these dates and this and that. But in the end, we're going to win anyway. And because we're on the true path of not using witchcraft and bullcrap and blood sacrifices, all that nasty shit. Excuse my language. But so, you know what I'm saying? So, you have to make your own decision. I like to know just because what to prepare for the month. And it's like, well, it just, and we got to be careful too, because it is true that the things that we focus on can help with reality. Like words, the dictionary. That's why they call it spelling, because you put out in words, you spell it out. So when we spell it out, we're actually putting those spells out in this riddle. Yeah. Even me talking is energy, and you talking right now is energy. It's energy that's flowing throughout, just beyond your mouth to the universe. Not kidding you, because it's energy. So emotion is energy motion. So we got to be careful about how much focus we give this stuff to them, because that it just gives more power. So that's why why do you think they create this fear and all the stuff? It gives them that energy, also gives them that power and that control. So we don't want to give that to them because they're like energy vampires. They just keep sucking it in, right? Yeah. So, and that's the hard part. That's the hard part, because how do we achieve that balance? See, and that's why I don't know exactly how we're supposed to be fighting this, because yes, we have the angels, they're real. Yes, we have our creator, yes. And well, the Lord is real too, by the way. I said, I told you this. And we have all these things. Like, so we have angels that are fighting as well. They're real. But how do we fight back and defend? I mean, we can, you and I can defend ourselves and so brothers and sisters, but how do we help defend this entire world? You know what I mean? And you know, because they're brainwashing and pushing so hard right now, right? Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think, my friend? What do you think about that?
Well, you know what? They're doing it for a reason. They're trying to keep us distracted for a reason, and the whole you know, I've never seen so much media fear and all. I've seen fucking some, you know, obviously where, you know, growing up I've seen some media fear, but this is just the push and the whole distraction of you know, there's different avenues you can go. The metaverse is weird. I don't know why they're throwing it in now. That's another distraction. I suppose everything is a distraction, isn't it? But it could
exactly. It's all distraction.
It's all distraction. But is that a distraction that, you know what, is it going to get so bad out here that people want to go in there, or is it because they all want to eventually control the you know, the brain with the chip in it, and the whole thing of, you know, controlling your own neural pathways that they control once you have that chip in your brain, that your free will is gone. But you know, it can go other ways. There's
completely gone.
Yeah. Aliens. There's all talks about, you know, they're smashing asteroids out of the sky with satellites. You know, there's movies on Netflix and all over. You know, there's all these different things that are talking about asteroids that are going to be coming. So I think that might be something that come in the next 1 or 2 years. A fear that we need to do something. Give us all your money, so we need to make this thing so we can knock this out of the sky. And there's other theories saying that is coming will be actually the aliens disguised as meteor, you know, asteroids or whatever, and that's their way of getting to us. But if in the UFO world, it seems to be in the last, since this beginning of the first lockdown, since then, fleets and fleets and fleets and fleets and fleets and fleets and fucking, I'm talking about more ships than there are humans on this fucking planet are meant to be sitting around.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
You know, what are they sitting there for? What are they sitting there for? And why are they hiding it all? You know, there's some.
Well, like you said, though, Steve.
Are they even communicating? Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're sacrificing the humans here to give to the aliens to use as alien bodies or use as terraforming to you? I don't know, you know, but there's something that.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I'm going to try to answer that for you a little bit, because now, see, the problem is that. Not the problem, that the alien stuff, we know that's fallen angels and fallen angel technology and all this other stuff, influences from them that is causing some of these issues. But the thing you got to keep in mind is, now also they're developing drones, and they've been testing how to shoot drones up there to do a massive invasion of people someday. And that's why we think that the Antichrist may come before or after that, probably after they do this fake alien invasion. He's the one that's going to be able to stop all this UFOs and aliens, this invasion or whatever, right? They do pull the alien invasion on them. But here's the thing you got to remember, that even the aliens are trapped. The fallen angels, whatever the hell you want to call them, fallen aliens, whatever, they are stuck just like us. And they are trapped, okay? Because there is a creator, and he can blast them away in 10 seconds as well. Understand that? So people worry about the aliens. You got to realize they don't even have the power to stop their creator. They have fallen. They are done. And they're trying to hang on for their life. They want out. They said, we want out of this damn exit, just like we're fighting for the exit. But we get out, you know. So, you know, we don't sit there and, you know, I don't worry about the damn aliens too much. I'm saying.
No, I don't worry about them. I don't worry about them. The reason I'm saying, I think it seems to be like as if there's going to be a big show going on planet Earth, and whoever's around in this galaxy just wants to come and just have a look at it. That's kind of my theory.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So there is something going to happen, and as we said earlier.
Well, I agree. There's going to be kind of like.
It's going to go quick. It's going to be like a fireworks show to them, if you know.
Yeah.
It is going to go within 6 months or a year. It's going to be a massive change, and hopefully for the best.
There was even a show that goes back, you don't hear about it, called V, back in the 70s or 80s.
Yes,
I remember watching it when I was growing up. Yeah, it's the V.
Yes,
And that's predictive programming for you to prepare for an alien invasion someday.
yeah,
They've been trying to prepare you for years for it through Independence Day. So you
yeah,
know there's going to be some kind of
yeah.
massive, possible, some kind of alien type
Well,
invasion,
I
like you
thought
said.
Project
But I ain't
Bluebeam.
going to worry about it. What's that?
Project Bluebeam seems to be something that they have up their sleeve to play with if they want to play with when they want to play with it.
Well, yeah.
I'm
Well,
excited
and
for
they
that.
did.
I'm excited to see that, to be honest.
Well, they've been testing their holographic technology as well. To remember, they said that there's people in China that saw floating cities up there. They're actually
Ooh.
using holographic technology to generate. So they could actually create a. I mean, just use him as an example. Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, huge in the sky
Oh yeah,
using holographic technology. They have that
I've done
today.
videos.
See, oh, there he is. He's coming.
Yeah, I've done.
He's come to
videos
save you.
on the stuff.
See?
That's crazy. And then that coupled with brain to skull to whatever that skull to fucking brain technology where they can just voice the skull technology where they can put a voice in your head as soon as you see it.
Yeah.
And it's Jesus talking to you. It's Jesus talking to you, Kirk. It's like I am here for you, Kirk.
Yeah.
You know, and you're going to stand there and go, what? Or it could be a little blue man going, hello, I want to probe you. Depending on which way.
No, that's what I bring. Yeah, they claim now. I don't know if this is true that these vaccine shots and booster shots do have metal in them, and some countries even banned some from the United States. They claim it's real, and they said when they turn on that 5G technology, it kind of scrambles with your brain even. So now I don't know the details of that, but I think it's probably that's why they give booster shots, because the booster shot does absolutely nothing. I don't know if you understand medical field. I actually got one of my channels taken down just because I told the truth on that one. They do nothing, my friend.
I'm on System Finder 3, so you know that's.
So they just get more metals in you, put more metal in you, and
like an antenna, putting more
antenna. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's funny about. We used to laugh when I was growing up about the tinfoil hatters. You know, those guys wearing tinfoil hats and they had what a bunch of freaks, and they're the ones that were smart. They're like, you don't understand. And now I don't laugh at those guys. If I saw a guy walking a tinfoil hat down the road, I'd probably go up and shake his hand and say, you know, bud, yeah, as long as you don't get the vaccine shot, but I like your idea. Seriously, isn't that hilarious? We used to laugh because you see these guys, there's all these photographs, these guys wearing tinfoil hats, and I said, those stupid butts. Now I'm like, shit, I better go get one. Where do you go buy a tinfoil hat?
Yeah, exactly. I've had people come back to me, saying
what's that?
That idea was a good idea, man, definitely.
Okay. But if I see you on your next episode with the big tinfoil hat on your head,
I've had a few, man. I've had a few.
Now, don't get scared. Like I said, we take precautions. Eat the best you can. Don't eat this damn garbage. Don't take vaccine shots. But use common sense. But do probably for some protection, right?
Yeah, of course I do, man. Just come to you.
Well, because now nobody's even talked about the EMP that's coming. You're gonna love this one. We know that EMP is going to come and blast everybody. Because why do you think they've been putting computer chips in your car? One, so they can track you. Number, that's what the OnStar is. OnStar, so you keep one eye on you the entire time. Neighborhood watch programs were designed to watch your neighbors so we can port you down the road. So it's going to be more than the dictatorship. That's coming. So anyway, so your vehicle, they did that because I can slap you with an EMP, and guess what? Your car is done in 10 seconds. Yeah. You have to have a vehicle before. We know all this stuff. I don't want to go back to deep in that stuff, the apocalypse. But
don't they have the technology to turn every engine off if they want it from if they want it, whatever?
They can do it right now. Yes, they can. Exactly.
And they can also start the car without you having the key for it.
Yes.
It's all computer chipped.
But they did it for you, my friend.
That again?
Matter of fact, I can shut the power down your house. Why do you think that they went and changed all those? I know in California, people actually demand them not touch electrical grid. They changed everybody's electrical power the meter to be digital, so they can actually turn the power off in your house in seconds. Yeah. And not only that, they used to be analog, so they can turn it off remotely. And number two, they said they can actually use it to send off frequencies to drive you mad in the head from that little meter.
I jumped the gun on that one. I'm already mad in the head.
Oh, I know. We're already insane. Mad, we know that you're God and you're normal because you're truly insane. No, seriously. People probably say you're bipolar. They'll say you're schizophrenic. You'll say you're.
There's definitely a condition there. The jury's out.
Well, I'm saying because they'll label you as having a psychiatric disorder because you're with God. Even my brother, is, about a year ago, I started talking about some stuff you're talking, not deep like this, because he's a Christian, by the way. He would have really lost his damn mind. But I was just talking about stuff. He goes, Kirk, I'm talking about Mandela effect. He's like, Kirk, you might want to go talk to the doctor about getting some medication. I said, what? Yeah. He goes, yeah, I think you got a little bit of anxiety and stress and depression going, or something's off. And I just talk about Mandela effect. So they're going to label you. People just,
a lot of people went kind of have sought out medication since 2016 and the Mandela effect or flat Earth or whatever conspiracy theory that just jumped up in their face. I've been on different prescription drugs for different mental health for a long time. So, but when this hit me, having already mental health, it kind of hit me fucking weird. But I think it might have actually.
It helped you though, actually. You know that? Here's what I'm going to tell you.
It might have helped me.
Not the medication.
Better. Go ahead.
Not the medication, but being a little crazy in the head and being open-minded will actually let you be able to see God. And it sounds weird. You have an open mind. So they tend to be different. See, these other people, they're so programmed that we call them normal because their brain just thinks on a linear track. And that's why they're easy to program. So actually, if you find somebody's bipolar or even a little schizophrenic or some other mental issue, they can actually find God easier. Isn't that amazing? Because they're not, their brain isn't tied to the system, it's so locked down.
They escape. They go into their own brain to escape.
What's that?
That's right. I go into my own brain to escape.
Yeah. It's just a stable state of not openness.
Yeah. Sometimes I say to myself, it's like I'm talking to my higher self, because I'm not really here. I'm not there.
Yeah. Well, you said a key point.
Alan as well. Remember, I've got Alan here. He's one of my first.
Yeah. Okay. You had a key point. There's one thing I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
Do you talk to yourself?
Oh, absolutely, all the time.
There you go. They said that I was growing up. They said it was a mental disorder. We found that true creators. I'm going to call you a creator, not really the creator. True creators or non-NPCs, true living souls. You and me and other brothers and sisters around the world. That you'll actually have internal dialogue. And that you thinking and you'll talk to yourself. Yes. Now, a person who's an NPC. They don't have internal dialogue, so they take in downloads like a walking antenna. They get fed information, and they can't. So that's what we found out. That was one technique we found out that makes us different to them. That they have no internal dialogue. Isn't that amazing? Now I know some other tricks too. I'll test them like, I'll test them. Do you love God? They can't just say yes. They said there's other tests I can pull on an NPC and get reveal if they're an NPC. I can do this. I got about 3 questions before that I've learned to the Holy Spirit on the other side gave me that I can smack you and nail you down to an NPC. But that's a big one right there. If you don't have internal dialogue, you're questionable whether you're an NPC or not. Sounds weird.
Yeah. No, I get you. I've been talking to myself since I was I don't know, since I was probably born. I probably come out talking to myself, but definitely the internal monologue. When I was 4, I think a doctor said schizophrenia when I was 4. But over the years they changed the labels. I was just talking to someone yesterday about how they've changed the labels from having a multiple personality disorder to having a split personality. It's just labels, Once you kind of have figured out that this is not the way normal people are all the time because a doctor told me, it doesn't make a difference. I think this is the way. It's made me, how would you say, experience life in 5 different versions of myself. So I've had more of a life, if you know what I mean, or 6 different versions of myself, because they're all experienced life as a different version of me. So I think it makes a good little bundle every now and again, but it can be confusing, I was on heavy medication for quite a long time, and they want me on heavy medication at the moment.
Try to stay away from that medication best you can.
I'm better without it. I'm better off without the medication, to be honest.
I was going to say, stay away from that dang medication, right, if you can.
My medication is a spliff. That's it, my spliff, and that's it, That's it.
Well, see, it gets complicated. Some people have asked me about that. They said, well, you've done a lot of studies. I talked to a lot of physicians around the world, psychiatrists, and I got some physician friends. They always said, you find some that are spiritual, you know what I mean? And they said, what do you think about this person? Are they demonically possessed? If they're acting really off the wall? Are they demonically possessed? Is it a chemical imbalance? They said, what is it? And sometimes they said it depends. They said it is true that some people who have psychiatric disorders are demonically possessed. It is true. But then you have ones that it's just a chemical imbalance. It's something that they need to be balanced through food, diet, or other means, or maybe some kind of temporary supplement None of those prescriptions work long term. By the way, like you said, psychiatric medications, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be both. They can have a chemical balance from drug use, and also and it'd be demonic at the same time.
Exactly.
So trying to sort that out, you can't really tell sometimes, right?
I know,
And,
yeah, I know. I've spoken to many different psychologists over the years, and to see the different approach from different types of ones, because some are more open and they wouldn't even think of that. It's they would be thinking on a different version from the other one. So, and then you have the psychiatrist and the psychologist. The psychologist will sort of talk to you about it. The psychiatrist just sit there and just agree with you and go, and they kind of they kind of just want to have information and then come back with a plan in about 6 months' time. The other people kind
well,
of talk
there's a
to you.
problem, like you said. Psychiatrists don't know how to deal with this stuff. They don't. The spiritual
No,
stuff. They do not.
they're just trying to. I love using this therapy. They're rapists. That word is the whole word is they're rapists. If you spell it out, it's THERAPIST or EST, whatever. They're rapists. The way I look at it, they go in and rape your mind for all your thoughts, how you think about everything in this world, and they take it, write it in a book, and they give it to someone else and go, that's how he thinks. And it all goes into a computer, and then they have you pegged, and they put it down as a bipolar or a schizophrenia or whatever, and then they'll mark you down for the rest of your life. But then again,
and all of a sudden you're seen as a problem in society the rest of your life.
It's another program or another system that they put you into. For the rest of your life, you're going to mentally think about that you've got all these diseases because I put that label on you. I think I'm.
And that's what's not fair. They'll label you. That's what you said is not fair. You know how many people that I know personally that have been, like I said, labeled, and they're perfectly fine, but once they get that label, it's like wearing a Target bag. They can't even seek employment. They say, oh well, he's a nut. I'm going to keep moving on, right? Absolutely. And that's not fair, right? It's not fair. It's not fair whatsoever. No, and by the way, you can actually, I guarantee you, I can take somebody that was considered normal, but we know these people aren't normal, that program in the system. I can take him in a psychiatric's office, and they'll walk out with some kind of diagnosis. Every damn one of them would.
Absolutely. I can do the same. I can take a normal person and turn them mad.
Bipolar, some damn name on there, right? They would.
Absolutely.
That's all they do. And you know what? And I know something. So I don't know if we have any brothers and sisters psychiatrists. I found that they tend to be the ones that are actually mental more than men. They have a high suicide rate. And I'm not trying to judge them, so don't think I'm doing that back then. But I found them to be more insane than anybody. I'm not kidding you. I've dealt with them. I'm seriously, they tend to be depressed, angry issues, all these other things, And I'm like, I said, my God. I said, who's the patient here, you or me? You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying?
Like everyone in the world is affected, Mandela affected, right? Also, I think everyone in the world has some sort of. We all have a different view on the world, and that affects us psychologically different ways. So we always have maybe a 1 degree or something or a 2 degree of something. And I think everyone, but not everyone goes to seek a doctor out and ask for a what have I got a diagnosis. So other people just move along with their life and think it's natural, Whereas some people can't function properly with it. It gets to a stage where I couldn't function. I jumped out my fucking window. I had to be sectioned, I couldn't function properly, and then that's where they give you the big psychiatrist and go, you just with this big stamp, okay, insane, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I think people don't seek it out, and when they do seek it out, they might be getting misinformation anyway. Sometimes, because misinformation is a big thing right now. If you don't know, by the way, guys, just turn the TV on. You'd see misinformation is the big thing. So I think misdiagnosis and misdirection and all that kind of stuff. Going to and even trust with your own doctors. It's just crazy. It's a crazy system. And then once you are diagnosed, you're a number. You're a number again. You're a number again. Another number attached onto already your NI number or your birth cert number. It's just another number. That's all it is. You'll just when you go, you'll just be a long number.
Yeah, that's the thing is now that's the thing is I don't know if I did a YouTube video on this. I don't because when I was running for governor of Colorado, I don't know if I ever told it. I don't know if I did this. I was actually wasn't arrested, but it's a long story behind this. They didn't want me to run for governor. The damn Illuminati and all that system, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sugar. Just isn't it weird that he says Illuminati and he gets taken off? Oh God, I hope his battery's okay. It's weird. Now, guys, I still have 2 screens. Oh, here we are. We're back to a bag. Maybe don't Maybe substitute the word Illuminati for something else. Where are you there? Where are you, brother? Got you. Hello, are you there? Uh-oh. Are you there, brother? I can't hear you, man. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Right. See if we can jump out and jump back in. Do you know what? I'll put a new link in for you, brother. I'll put a new link in the chat for you. If you jump out, I'll put a new link in for you. I'll kick you out. Remove guest, and I'll put a brand new link in the chat for you. Maybe that's weird. Second, he says Illuminati. Not weird. There's a brand new link there. Try to get in on that one there, brother, and let's see if we can see the way I'm on the top of the screen. On my side, there's another screen underneath here. So it's almost as if there's two people in this conversation, and there's no. I have a photograph of it, but there's no one in this one. Oh, here we go. Now, are we good? Are we good? Have you kept your camera off? Right, let me see. Come on. Hello, sir. Oh, hello. Can't hear you now, sir. Cannot hear you. Uh-oh. Say no. Use the same link, man. Or switch your phone on and off again, maybe. It's just, oh, you had your camera on earlier on, so give him a second to make sure it's okay. We retract that statement about Illuminati, right? Hello. 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 I can't hear you. Can anyone else hear him? Hello. No. I really don't know what's going on with this, Captain Kirk. I really don't know. Hell, man. This is we're getting somewhere. This is we're getting somewhere. I can't hear you, and you're not muted. Turn you off. Nice gone again. Wow. So let me give you a big shout out to everyone. Oh, you can see the comments there. So thanks, guys, for being here. It's a really great show. Really, I love having Captain Kirk. I've missed him as well. Okay, we're talking about the Event Horizon movie sort of thing about with using magnets and rings and stuff like that, and evil. Reminds me of CERN. Try that link again, man, if you can. Or as I said, it's probably turning his phone on and off again because you have your camera on. Hope your battery's okay. Your headphones in, all that kind of stuff. You're ready to go. Please look. Hello. Oh, wow. Why is this happening? That's crazy, man. We can't hear you anymore. Wow. Isn't that crazy? You know what? Oh, I'm trying to think. Should I just start part 2 show and start fresh? Do you want to do that? You're in the chat. Do you want to do that and we do a part 2? I'll stop this stream and do a part 2 and start afresh, and hopefully the microphone and all sort out. But then again, I don't know. We'll try it. We could try it. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up, guys. What do you think? I can't hear you. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate us? Don't you hate us? Oh God. So, right. Once more. Go. Who say you've got full signal? So. Hello. No, definitely can't hear you, man. Definitely can't hear you. So thumbs up. Are you okay to stay there? Let me what I'll do, I'll stop this one and start a new one. Okay? Stop this one and start a new one. Pop into the chat. It'll be on here in about 5 minutes. and we'll try to get you back in again. Turn your phone off and on again if you can. Or has the charge gone down a small bit? I see you don't have your camera on. All right, I'll see you in a second, guys. That was great. I'm really looking forward to part 2. Tune in next time, which is in 5 minutes time or 2 minutes time for okay, cool, nice one, guys, nice one. I hope you all can join us, guys. I'm so sorry about this. My mic and video is shut down. Yeah, so switch it on, switch it off. Don't say Illuminati when you come back in. I'll see you in a second, guys. I'll see you in a second. What do you reckon, Alan? Fuck you.